In this age of urban living, frozen foods, rushed parents who have less and less time to cook, how to get the young in touch with what it takes to get food from the farm to the table. Well, Henri Landes and the folks at LanDestini, a non-profit organization that works on educating young people about sustainability, joins us now. You had an idea, 4th edition of the Vegetable Garden World Cup. Tell us what that is.
It's an initiative that gets kids, teachers, parents, people of all ages getting their hands dirty, but in a good way, to produce food and to learn about food that is sustainable, that is healthy, because we all need to reconnect with nature. We all need to reconnect with our health, eat as many vegetables as we can. And one of the best ways to do it is to start creating a vegetable garden. And it's a great way, and it's an accessible way to do it. And that's what we created, a world contest that gets people encouraged and that helps them technically create a vegetable garden.
Create a vegetable garden, which in an age of short attention spans is something that takes a bit of time. And yet, France 24's Stella Elsagarama went out to the eastern suburbs of Paris. It's a report read by Antonia Kerrigan.
Et on va commencer à planter un peu des pointes senteurs et des capucines.
It's planting time at the Victor Schœlcher Middle School in Torcy, 30 kilometers east of Paris.
So now we're going to take off the leaves we put down during the winter to prevent the flowers from catching cold. At the same time, we're removing the weeds that grew during the winter so that the plants can recover.
We have a lot of students who didn't know where peas or carrots and potatoes came from until they ate them, and they've discovered how to grow them, pick them, and enjoy eating them.
The focus is next June's Gardening Front and World Cup. Yet it seems last year's competition still bearing fruits. The prize giving is end of June, but the pupils start to lay the groundwork long before spring. The class, with pupils aged 11 to 15, meets every 2 weeks, even in the dead of winter.
We tested it a little. We'll see how it goes. It works, yes.
In the garden club, what I like to grow is just about everything. When we go out into the garden, it's always great to see the plants evolving and all. When it's raining or cold, we stay indoors and do activities so we don't get bored.
It's the 4th time competing in the Vegetable Garden World Cup for this public school near Disneyland, Paris.
In the 1st edition, we won the jury's choice for a short video that we presented.
This year, they're aiming for first prize, having learned that patience, teamwork, and muddy hands make great things grow.
Henri Landes, 4th edition. How has the competition evolved? And those kids, what are they vying for here? What kind of prize are they looking for in this World Cup?
Well, we have prizes for when there's great biodiversity on the vegetable garden, when there are chicken coops, when there's a great attention to the soil quality, when it's very productive. But ultimately, everybody wins when they participate. So we have lots of prizes. We launch little challenges. We do a lot of moderation of the contests during the school year. But ultimately, we have kids that, for some, never see nature, that for the first time understand where food comes from and where vegetables and fruits come from. And that's fundamental because we have a lot in urban cities and big urban areas. We have a lot of kids that don't know anything about where their food comes from, and that's a crime. We need to have everybody understand where their food comes from. Thanks to this initiative of the LanDestini Fund, we have an organization where people have fun, are challenged, and meet people around the world with this project of the vegetable garden. And thanks to our partners, it's free for all schools, and they can just sign up, and they have a great experience. Some kids that don't do well in the classroom do a great job in the vegetable garden because it's another way to learn. It's a hands-on and a concrete way to learn, and we think that's very fundamental.
And this challenge when it comes to getting acquainted with the soil, with the earth, with agriculture, is it the same all over in all the 25 countries?
So, as you mentioned, we have different climates. We have different access to water. We have different infrastructures. And so what happens? we look at, evaluate, and trying to help each school as individually as possible, and we don't compare them to the others because every single situation is different. And what's great is that they're learning about, indirectly, what goes on culturally, food-wise in other countries. And so they discover, and we discover, vegetables that were cultivated decades, centuries ago because they're very local and we've forgotten about them. We discover that we have the same vegetables in different areas, but they grow at different times. It's a fantastic thing to reconnect with our food in a hands-on and fun project such as the vegetable garden.
And very briefly, is this something that should be mandatory in school curriculums?
Our vision is that it is just as fundamental to know where your food comes from and to even know how to produce food as it is to read, write, and count. That is our vision. And that schools tomorrow will treat the vegetable garden like a classroom that we have in all schools, and that the Ministry of Education in all countries do the same.
Henri Landes, many thanks.
Thank you.
Henri Landes, who will be joining us in the France 24 debate. We're going to be looking at our relationship to water, bottled water, after the scandal that's engulfed the French government over its close relationship with Perrier's parent company, Nestlé. That's coming up in the France 24 debate.